This morning, I've been thinking about what I wanted to reflect on this morning, and there have been two different threads that have been rolling around in my head, and I'm going to try to put them together in this little brief reflection. So one of the threads is, first of all, like, what would be the best thing that I could contribute this morning? So I asked for this reflection spot because my birthday was yesterday, and usually in our live world, I bring goodies and share them with you all as part of my community of faith during my birthday. But that's not possible now, so I wanted to see what could I offer. So that was one of the threads. And the other thread, I've been thinking a lot about how do we begin to heal our world, our country, our community in these, not just in these times of COVID, but in these deep, deep divisions and polarizations that we find ourselves in. And the thing that came to my mind was this little passage, which I'm going to share with you and then say a couple of things about it. A lot of you may be familiar with this, but I always love it, and it was part of my wedding vows with Carlos, my husband, 32 years ago now. So this is from the Velveteen Rabbit, and what is real? Asked the rabbit one day when they were lying side by side. Oh, there we go. What is real? Asked the rabbit one day when they were lying side by side near the nursery fender before Nana came to tidy the room. Does it mean having things inside that buzz and a stick out handle? Real isn't how you're made, said the skin horse. It's a thing that happens to you. When a child loves you for a long, long time, not just to play with, but really loves you, then you become real. Does it hurt? Asked the rabbit. Sometimes, said the skin horse, for he was always truthful. When you're real, you don't mind being hurt. Does it happen all at once, like being wound up? He asked, or bit by bit? It doesn't happen all at once, said the skin horse. You become. It takes a long time. That's why it doesn't happen often to people who break easily, or have sharp edges, or have to be carefully kept. Generally, by the time you are real, most of your hair has been loved off, and your eyes drop out, and you get loose in the joints and very shabby. But these things don't matter at all, because once you are real, you can't be ugly, except to people who don't understand. And so, as I was thinking about those two different things, and this passage on being real from the Velveteen Rabbit kept coming into my thoughts, and I thought two things. I thought, first of all, in regards to a gift that I could give to each of you this morning, that my gift is, I think that in this community, we of ICJP, we love each other and help make each other real. And so we get to be, all our edges worn off and and we get loose in the sockets, but we get to be real. We get to be who we are. We get to be deeply loved. And that's a gift that we give to each other, and I wanted to give back to you as part of my reflection, how much I think that matters in this world and how much it matters to me. And the second thing I wanted to say is, as we think about the wounds in our communities and the divisions, I think we have to, part of what I think the Velveteen Rabbit passage has to say to us is, we only become real when we're in prolonged contact with each other. We can't become real from, just thinking about each other and having no interactions. And so I wanted to us to think about, as we go to our board meeting today, and to propose that we consider, could we partner with a group that is perhaps, in community that's very different from Los Angeles, or even within Los Angeles, but is a very different reflection of Los Angeles, to begin to know each other in some way that we can begin to hear each other and learn about each other and 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 make each other real. So we're not they and them and those and all of the things that divide us, but people with real stories and real faces and real hearts that we could perhaps come to know, perhaps come to. But in the very least, we can begin by loving each other and helping us be real with each other and be a place, I think, where we can share our struggles with each other, and it won't matter if we get loose in the joints and our fur gets rubbed off and um our eyes pop out. So that's my reflection this morning. Thank each of you for being part of that community, for being people who reflect that love to each other and to me. And I want to share that back to you.